So I'll share my profile with you. Then we will review why it is important to pursue an HR certification. We will talk about holistic HR certifications being offered by SBMC. And fourth point, we will talk about why SBMC. And at last, we will open up the floor for question and answers. Moving on to the next slide, facilitator's profile. I'm Kumar. I am CPHR and SHRM SCP certified. In the upcoming slide, we will also review what CPHR is all about. I hold a master's in business administration in human resources from Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies and have graduated in humanities and also possess a certification in pharmacy. I have a corporate career spanning over 20 years, wherein I have achieved the certifications that you can see in blue on the screen. I have worked for more than 20 years into education, training, and human resource consulting with Fortune 500 organizations such as IBM, Accenture, Concentrix, iFlex, and Oracle. I have been on consulting assignments to these organizations in India, Hong Kong, and United States. I have been partnering with SBMC and other HR professional bodies like NASSCOM in mentoring professionals for more than 10 years now. Trained in soft skills, I have facilitated more than 150 hours of corporate training sessions in the field of human resource management. Moving on to the next session, why to pursue HR certification. I understand you are all here to know about the HR certification and you would have a question around why you should pursue an HR certification. So we bring some research material to you. In the upcoming section, we will bring you facts and figures from a research conducted by an HR professional body, which is globally renowned. Data contained in this research was an outcome of qualitative and quantitative phases of the study. The qualitative phase was based on 4 online focus groups with HR professionals worldwide. The quantitative phase consisted of a web survey with 1,592 HR professionals, allowing the results to be analyzed with 95% confidence level. HR professionals from 37 countries participated in this study. 76% of these were based in the United States and remaining 24% were from other countries such as Australia, China, India, Singapore, and the United Kingdom. Professionals were drawn from a wide variety of industry sectors, including finance, accounting, industrial, government, IT, healthcare, education, retail, and construction. Now I have set the context of this section, so I'll move on to the next slide. And here are the facts. 97% employer report that it is important for HR professionals to be certified. 98% employers recognized importance of HR certification in future. This slides talk about that certification or professional certification is highly preferable after the graduation, especially when you are employed. So if you see the blue bars, it shows that professional certification is seen as most valuable credential and effective way of developing career. Coming on to this slide, professional certification is the second most valued credential after graduate degree. So if you do not have a professional certification, you are lacking. Now, the difference between professional certification and certificate programs. So on the right side, if you focus, professional certifications are like the ones offered by SBMC, which are Strategic HRBP, Total Rewards, and Advanced HR Analytics. Why are they more important over other certificate programs? Because they require recertification, they require challenging practice and rigorous assessment. To keep a professional certification valid, an HR professional has to upgrade himself or herself continuously. Whereas on the left side, the certificate programs are not worth to many employers because they are like short stints that you get by turning up on a seminar or by doing short courses on online platforms available these days, and they do not have intensive learning. So employers have shown to pay higher value for professional certifications compared to other programs. Now, this slide shows that benefits of professional certifications are perceived not only within United States, but in other countries also. So on the top right, these are the benefits that employers outside United States and in countries like India perceive for professional certifications. As per employers, professional certifications provide consistency within department, increases effectiveness and efficiency in job performance, and give exposure to new ideas. Whereas for employees, they tend to get more respect from the organization and colleagues. They think that these certifications broaden their knowledge and it shows their commitment to learning and development, increases their confidence and commitment. Moving on to the next slide. Demand for HR professional certification is higher in other countries, in countries outside the US as well. So if you see the highlighted part, demand for human resources certification is 46% in US, whereas it is for 51% in other countries. Now in this figure, you'll see the personal benefits of professional certifications as perceived by the participants. So if you see top 3 benefits that have been rated by the participants as increase in knowledge, strengthening of resume, and to ensure that they have kept themselves abreast of latest developments in HR field. And these certified individuals become more marketable in their careers. Now, these certifications provide an advantage in promotion, job security, and consulting as well. So these advantages have been cited by employers and employees. Now, any certifications that you do, you would be interested to know that how much will be the benefit, how much will be the return on investment that I will get from that certificate. So that is very important. So on an average, 253 participants, the average personal ROI is 253%. That has been perceived by the participant who participated in this study. And around 1,500 participants So personal ROI of professionally certified people is higher at 260% as compared to not professionally certified. Now, what is the impact of certification on your organization's profitability? The impact has been perceived as 82%. HR professionals reported impact on profitability. Moving on to this slide, the employers have reported 53% increase in employee engagement when they have certified HR professionals in their teams. And highest level of engagement or ROI has been reported when at least 61 to 80% of team in HR is professionally certified. And it has been reported an ROI of around 283%. So that was all about the facts that I wanted to show you about the importance of HR certification that has been perceived across the world. This is this study. Now I will take up the next section as to holistic HR certifications by SBMC. I will talk about the benefits, who should enroll, what is the course coverage, and what is the job scenario or job market pertaining to these courses. So these are the offerings that HR brings here with SBMC. So we have strategic HR business partner courses, we have advanced HR analytic course, we have total rewards course into compensation and benefits. Now these courses are accredited by CPHR, British Columbia and Yukon, and no other institute has professional accreditation from a globally renowned body such as CPHR. How are we different while offering these courses? Now, there will be learning tools, there will be module-wise case studies, group discussions, organizational relatedness, question banks, classroom projects. And we believe that maximum practice leads to maximum retention of learning and transition to the actual workplace environment. While undergoing these courses, you will be given challenging assignments and challenging assessments. There will be project evaluations, certification exam, recertification, and professional development credit towards CPHR. Now, what is CPHR? So CPHR stands for Chartered Professionals in Human Resources Canada. CPHR Canada represents 27,000 members in the human resource professions across 9 provinces and 3 territories in Canada. It was established in 1994 and is the national voice on the enhancement of promotion of HR profession in Canada and around the world. CPHR and SBMC. SBMC is the only CPHR training center for Asia facilitating for CPHR designation and membership. If you go to CPHR's website, as mentioned above, you will find SBMC as a listed member or training center for CPHR. All SBMC hosted certifications are professionally vetted and endorsed by CPHR Body of Canada. I would request you all to put yourselves on mute. Now, let's do a case study. Adam is working in an organization as HR business partner and handling labor law compliances. His organization has recently been served a notice to enroll into State Apprenticeship Act and deploy X number of apprentices. His organization hires only experienced professionals, hence they cannot hire apprentices. Adam convinces the management and sends a response to the Labor Office that their business model does not support hiring of apprentices and this requirement is not applicable to them. Next. Adam's organization is served with a penalty from Labor Office along with the notification to the director to. So has the Adam acted as a strategic HR business partner? No, he has not. He has acted as a transactional HR partner. In our daily work life, most of the times we act as transactional HR. That is where we lag and we need to transition from transactional HR to strategic HR business partnering, which we will cover in the upcoming slide. And how can we transition from a transactional HR to a strategic HR? So what Rachel did, we will see what Rachel did differently in the same situation as Adam. Rachel proposed a business model to enable hiring and training of apprentices. She supplanted or replaced 10% of workers being hired annually with the apprentices. She provided return on investment by hiring apprentices at lower wages. Post-training and evaluation, apprentices were converted to employees. She made the organization comply to labor law requirement and achieved a win-win situation for both the organization and the Labor Office. Rachel exhibited strategic HR partnership. So what are the benefits of strategic HRBP course? Number one, it builds your brand as a certified HR business partner. You will apply your methodology to create a solid HR strategy plan and sell it to your supervisors or senior management. By applying new concepts and skills, you can gain credibility in your job. You can influence leadership with expert advice. You can become a catalyst of change in your organization. You can lead change management initiatives effectively and impact the bottom line of the organization with results. Furthermore, it also sharpens your facilitation and conflict management skills. By doing this, you will also earn 15 professional development credits if you enroll for CPHR later on. And the designation, or you gain a credential of being a certified HR business partner. So this brings a plethora of benefits to us. So this slide talks about the job scenario for strategic HR VP. If you see on the left side, there are the skills which are mentioned, which are required to be a strategic HR business partner, and the salary, it also impacts the salary levels as you gain those skills. So the critical skills to be a strategic HR business partner are change management, strategic planning, organization development, business strategy, training, compensation and benefits, performance management, and recruiting. And we will cover all these areas in our strategic HR VP course being offered by SBMC. Furthermore, if you see the table, it shows the various HR VP titles which are available and the strategic role that they follow on the right side. In India, the minimum average salary of a strategic business partner is around 8 lakh rupees, and it ranges to up to 50 lakhs based on the years of experience, skills added to oneself and the organization working for. Moving on to next. Who should enroll in this course? Human resource professionals, talent professionals, training and development professionals, and OD professionals. This course covers strategy, hiring and retention, organization development, engagement and employee relation, employee development, organization culture, diversity and inclusion, risk and governance, learning and development, total rewards, and HRIS. You can get more information on these courses and go through these modules on the framework which is already listed on our website at SBMC. So that was about strategic HR business partner course. Now we see another case study. John proposed introduction of overtime pay as 100 employees resigned through the year due to no overtime pay. John was asked to share percentage of employee retention and ROI that can be achieved by introducing overtime pay. John had no clue about it. John did not know how to calculate that percentage. So what happened next? John lacks analytical knowledge here. And what happened? John's proposal to introduce overtime pay was shot down by management. Had John come up with that analytics, his proposal would have been accepted and his credibility and criticality for the management would have increased. So these are the things which increases the indispensableness of an employee in the organization. Moving on to next. So the answer to this is advanced HR analytics. The benefits that this course offers is it encourages smart decision making by providing clear insights through data visualization. It enhances your credibility and confidence. It offers process improvement and efficiency for business. And it also enhances your strategic partnership capability. Furthermore, it increases chances of promotion and demand in job market. So this is the scenario of advanced HR analytics in the job market. So on the left side, we will see the skills that affect human resource analyst salary. Knowledge of human resources at large, so a strategic business partner role. Knowledge of HR information system, benefits and compensation, recruitment and data analysis. 30% analytic contribution has been observed in the growth of HR professional. You must do this course as you grow up the ladder and tenure in your organization. Minimum average salary in India for an HR analytics professional is around 8 lakhs at 90th percentile. Analytics add to your existing HR analytics role as well. Now we'll talk about the course coverage and who should enroll. So if you are already a human resource professional doing a strategic or a transactional HR work, you should enroll into advanced HR analytics, which will further enhance your career. Non-human resource professionals like sales professionals or accounts professional can also enroll into this course, because the methodology that they will learn in this course, they can apply to those fields as well. Training and development professionals can enroll into this course. OD professionals can enroll into this course. Payroll administrations and consulting professionals can enroll into this course. So any one of these can enroll into this course, because by doing those exercises, they will build and present useful insight through data to their management and help them in decision making and gain credibility. So this is the course coverage. It talks about understanding analytics, the type of analytics, predictive HR analytics, analytics maturity model, and correlation and regression exercise. There are a host of correlation and regression exercises that will be done in the class and as projects for self-study. If you see the third point, these are some examples of HR analytics exercises which will be performed in class, like predicting organization attrition, employee engagement analytics, diversity and inclusion analytics, predicting absenteeism, predicting whether the employee will be able to perform well or not, compensation analytics, and all. So that was about HR analytics course. Now we will see the third case study. Smith handles compensation and payroll of a multinational for last 5 years. Every year he administers variable pay as a defined percentage of fixed pay to employees as per their grade. Smith wonders as to how this percentage is defined. So what is it that Smith is lacking? Smith is lacking the knowledge to design compensation and benefits and to implement it. So we will see next total reward course and its benefits. So total rewards course, number one, helps you effectively communicate and implement a compensation plan. It helps you determine the ways to align compensation strategy to talent strategy. Third, it helps you recognize difference within workforce on whether you want to reward for pay for performance or you want to make existing pay for performance more challenging for an employee. It helps you assess improvements in attraction, retention, productivity, and engagement. It enhances your role and demand as HR. And if while doing total rewards, if you are equipped with advanced analytics, it will be a boom for you. Job scenarios of total reward professionals. Total reward professionals are highly paid across the industry and across the globe. So these are some US figures that you can see here, and minimum average salary in India is around 12 lakh onwards, basis the level, years of experience, and the organization being worked for. Who should enroll in this total rewards course? Human resource business partners should enroll, payroll administrators should enroll, consulting professionals should enroll, HR operational professionals should enroll, talent acquisition professionals should enroll. If you are a total rewards professional and you are working in an organization, you can even take freelance consulting assignments. So this is the course coverage. It talks about total rewards strategy. It talks about internal equity, external equity, benefits and incentives, how to design these things, how to implement these things, what are the legislations involved in this area, and what are the governances involved in this areas. Now, all these courses, total rewards, HR analytics, and strategic HR business partner, they span for around 2 to 3 months with SBMC, because the content is curated and designed to ensure maximum knowledge transition. And the courses are covered on weekends 2 hours on Saturday and 2 hours on Sundays. And later on, you can discuss further detail about these course coverage and duration and fee structure. Now, next week, move on to why SBMC. There are so many other players in the market. So that is what we would know. So SBMC certifications are professionally endorsed by CPHR Canada. No other certification body, no other institution here offers a course which is endorsed by a globally renowned body like SCPHR, which has also a tie-up with SHRM like bodies. While doing these courses, earns CPHR recertification credits as discussed earlier. There are a host of case studies and practice material. It is the best return on investment. You'll get to work with experienced faculty, and it will prove as a segue to become members of global HR professional bodies like CPHR and SHRM. So the floor is now open to questions and answers. You can ask questions and answers in these forums, or you can note down the contact details of SBMC for further discussion.
Hi, this is Ashwin Kumar. I just thanks for taking us through the various programs which is run by SBMC. Do you also help the HR professionals for this PHR or SPHR courses also?
Yes, we do. SBMC also helps in those courses. You can talk to SBMC's team afterwards and compare what is best for you and enroll.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Rahul, hi, this is Pragya here. Hi. My question is this specific course on the HR analytics, is it designed with a specific geography or a country in mind, or is it more global?
It's global wise. It's a global wise. Yeah, Kumar, please you answer.
Yeah, this is as Rahul has correctly said, it is a globally designed course.
I see, and it is equally recognized. You said, and in Canada and in the US, the kind of learnings that are imparted.
Yes, yes. So the methodology is uniform across.
Oh, I see.
On credits also, you will also earn these recertification credits also in this. All these courses will give you 20 recertification credits, and that's have value because that is endorsed by your CPHR.
And this is recertification credits for CPHR, or does it also add on to the SHRM recertifications?
You can speak to them because there is internal arrangement with the CPHR and the SHRM. So
okay, they may also acknowledge it.
Yeah, we can check with the SHRM that already this is recognized by the CPHR. Then you can submit that.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Hi, this is Ramata. I have a question that presently I'm working with an NBFC company, and I am into sales and marketing department. So how this course would help me, enroll my skills as well as my knowledge towards, the sales and marketing perspective, or is it just related to only HR things?
So you're referring to HR analytics, if I'm correct?
Exactly.
So the methodology that is being used in HR analytics is same as in sales analytics. So the regression and correlation exercises you can use to see that if there is a unit increase in advertising expense, how much impact will it have on the revenue of the company. So accordingly, you can see how you can maneuver various variables and see the impact. So that is where it can help you. And you can include those specific exercise also.
To add to this, analysis of anything like you are into sales and marketing, the data-driven analytics, that is very important for basically now it is moved to the HR because of the strategic function. Initially, it is basically used by the marketing people and other like the production or R&D people. But now these days, these have emerged into the HR. So that will be beneficial. You can do it in your for your professional development in your career in the sales and marketing. I just give you one example, like the Excel. We do the but Excel is basically the data analysis. You make your charts, pivot tables, you have your if function, another function are there, right? And now
Exactly.
if their applicability is that you can move, you can apply it to the anywhere, like in a personal life or your banking or in your sales or in your HR. So that's why these that will broaden your horizon for that.
Okay. Okay, got your point. And what is the duration of this course?
HR analytics, come on,
It will
please.
be
This I think this is their.
that it is around 1.5 to 2 months.
Okay, 1.5 to 2 months. And that will be all online. So I can pursue with my job. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
the classes will be
Yes.
in,
It will be
in the late evening or the Saturday and weekends.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay.
This was the slide for this. This. So any other query for if someone has, please, you're most welcome.
Hi, Gaurav here.
Okay, yeah, go.
So I just want to ask you, after doing the any certification program from the institution, is there any provision of this similar kind of not exactly the placements, but for the better job opportunities on the good skills or anything else which may benefits to a candidate after doing that particular course?
Yeah, definitely we assist our all the and support our all the students, those who are enrolled with us, and this facility is for the lifelong. Like it is related not only to the training part. Apart from the training, any updations which are to keep on coming, we have special another recruitment cell. Moreover, the vacancies which we are having, we keep on passing to our all our students who are those are passed or those who are prospective. So we keep on updating what kind of vacancies are there in the market, whether it terms of the global market, whether it terms of the Indian market. So we definitely going to assist you for that.
Okay.
Any other question from any participant?
Hello, sir. How it is beneficial for the students, those who are in research field?
Which one? Which course we are? I don't get your point.
Sir, I am a research scholar.
Okay.
How it is going to be benefit? How I am going to get benefited from this course?
Research scholar into which stream?
I am in HR stream.
You are into HR stream. So you can look into your broader prospect. Look, you want to go for the PhD or you want to go to academics or to corporate line, right? Research scholar normally goes to the PhD and doing the normally you do for the college or academic course. Analytics is one of the analytics is one of the things that is really beneficial, and in that scenario you can also become the later on the consultant, also consultant analytics and the compensation factors, like right, benefits and compensation. If you know the global laws and global compensation factors and your reward system, how it works, so you one thing, you can become the consultant. You can while in academics you have a broader horizon to your students regarding what are the practices which are going globally, and you can be participating in the visiting faculties in the, you can be called upon for the conferences or wherever globally. We have seen many people from the India also, they are called in the UAE, Singapore, on the Canada on the time to time basis for on group discussion or panel discussion on the payment basis. And this is also one of the area of interest which will add to your knowledge.
Okay.
And to
Thank
add to
you.
this, you will also get an exposure to the corporate environment. For example, strategic HR business partner role has case studies which are pertaining to corporates. So,
Yeah.
wherein a experience of working with corporates will be shared, that Rahul and I will be sharing with you. So that way you'll get that exposure as well, and you can relate it to your research.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Most
Any
welcome. Other question?
Any other question from any participant?
Hi, sir. Good evening. Arun this side.
Hello.
You can unmute yourself. Yeah, good evening. Now, yeah, please.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Arun this side. Actually, I have one question that regarding total rewards.
Okay.
Yes, Rahul.
Yeah, there is another certification body which is the SHRM provided certification through Aon's total rewards. And what is the
Right.
difference? I just want to know what is the difference between CPHR total certification and SHRM total rewards Aon certification.
So I would like to take this question for you, Rahul. So if you compare this certification with the Aon certification, this certification is extensive. It gives you more practice. The number of months are more. Aon certification usually ends in 4 weeks, and this is more comprehensive. And plus, this is endorsed by CPHR, which is an equivalent of SHRM.
Okay.
So you are getting the same benefit at a competitive price, and with more, you will get more benefits.
And another one question that is currently I'm a role in the compliance analyst for a multinational company IT in the IT sector basically. If basically compliance and that total rewards can be combined, can able to combine these two details, because from last 5 years I'm working in the compliance sector only. Compliance and benefits part, something benefits part.
So SBMC has a separate course into labor laws, which tells you the legislations with respect to payroll and all that stuff. So that is part of transactional HR. Total rewards will take you to a next level. So you can review SBMC's that course also separately and make a decision.
Sure. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Any other question from the participants, please?
Yes, this is Kamolika. Actually, I have one question. I am into HR operational part. So, which course is beneficial for me? So I'm looking after HR operation. Yes.
For you, total rewards and HR analytics will be the best courses, because analytics, being an HR operation person, you would definitely deal with data in and out on a daily basis. Unless you are able to make useful insights out of that data, you will not be able to present it to your management or make a proposal to your management, similar to the overtime example that I had given to you. So, and HR operations involve payroll administration and compensation and benefit administration also. So both these courses are best for you.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
I have one other question. This side, Ramita. It's if anyone is looking forward to change his field from, say, like into something into from IT to a HR professional. So which course you would recommend from out of these three? Like as a beginner, if I just say.
Purpose is what? Purpose is what? Because there are multiple certifications starting from the Indian level to the Asian level and to the global level, right? So it depends on the purpose. If you're migrating, or you for the US is a different course, you're migrating to Canada, it's a different course. Suppose you want to a job in India, you want to migrate to there are other certifications also that give you the leverage in your career and advancement, like for your senior level positions. There are other level like that depends on your education background, like the PHRI is there, PHR is there, SPHR is there, SHRM, SCB is there. There are a lot of certification, but you need to understand what is the purpose. So these certification like the SHRM or the CPHR or the HRCI certification, again you want to broaden your horizon. Again you can go for these certification apart from these three which we have just mentioned, like the total rewards, like the HRBP. Some people at a late stage of life, they move to the business partner, because business partner is a very comprehensive, and it deals with all aspects of your business functions. So HRBP is one of the area. Then if you are good in mathematics or you want to go good in analysis, you can go for the research based analysis, and that can be part of your strategic part. And third is the you can move to the compensation and benefit. Many organizations, they have their own separate department for their compensation and benefits, the compliance, due diligence, those who are doing. So you can move to that. That depends. There are other courses like the emotional intelligence. There is also one of the their employee engagement activities, employee engagement, that is also there. So these are the broader and will gain the sustained height in your career path. That is the advantage of these.
Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Hi, Sachi this side. I'm working as a HR journalist and also having the 7 years experience in HR. So, which course is suitable for me?
Which Kumar, you want to give an answer? Which?
Yeah. So, Saki, what is your current profile? You're working as HR analyst, right?
HR journalist.
HR generalist. I think you should take up strategic HR business partner course, because that will give you a comprehensive view of all HR functions and expand your horizon. You will get to get an exposure of learning and development. You'll get an exposure of organizational development, which you may not be getting in your normal routine, and that will make you a strategic business partner to the business.
Okay, and what's the time duration of this course?
So this course spans for between 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months. And
Majorly
if you don't mind, yeah.
Weekend classes are there, so it will be completed over 2 months. It depends on your understanding also. That can be 2.5 months maximum. It can stretch to.
Okay,
2 to
and what
3
will be the
months.
fee structure?
Fee structure, we will send you all the brochure, the material on your email ID. That will be there, and our team will be discussing with you with that, because
Okay.
there is a prices also that have been slashed also due to looking to the COVID also, and there are the schemes also which are going for the national also. That can be there.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Right. Yes, please.
I have a question, sir.
Yeah.
I took analytics course at the university. Do I really have to take the certification again? I mean, I'm familiar with the ClickView software and advanced Excel. So what is the advantage?
Have you done regression and correlation exercises in the course that you have taken up in university?
Yes, definitely. Single regression, multi regression.
Okay.
And
So
also
you can
and
look-
also went
Uh-huh.
and also went through predictive analytics through Weka.
Okay. So
So
in case you're looking forward to, in case you're looking forward,
yes.
In case you're looking forward to refresh your skills, you can take up analytics course. Otherwise, you should opt for strategic HR business partner or total rewards course.
Okay. Thank you.
This is Sharanya here.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, Sharanya.
Yeah, I'm having 3+ years of experience in recruitment. Okay, so I wants to move to recruitment. Only I'm having experience. Other than of recruitment, I wants to go part into of HR domain. So which course it will be suitable for me?
What's your interest?
So
Mathematical, yeah, please, if you have mathematical interest, then you can go for the analytics. HRBP and your compensation also, that is in demand globally in demand, compensation and benefits. Yeah, Kumar,
Okay.
please.
Compensations and how about like of a payroll basis and all, because I have don't have any idea about that one, so that's why I'm just asking about other than of recruitment. So which course will we have a better scope if you're moving into a operation side and also to of career side, which one it will be better?
And if you don't have the, then strategic HR business partner is also one of the domain that gives a very separate position, or which will give you the a prime position, a strategic business partner. And we strategic BPs are directly HR professional, directly deals with their CEOs or what your HODs, so their direct reporting and their direct analysis. So that is the advantage of that, is the you are come directly in contact with your management. Yeah, Kumar, please
Okay.
add the question you to this
Yeah,
you want to
so
add.
if your interest, I understand, Sharanya, that you want to move from recruitments to core HR. And as Rahul has correctly stated, if you want to become an HR generalist, you should opt for a strategic HR business partner course that will give you exposure to all the areas of HR, including total rewards. And later on, once you do that, you can also then enroll into HR analytics or total rewards course to gain specialization, which will help you being a strategic HR business partner. So your career path should be like strategic HR business partner, analytics, and total reports. If you find more interest towards HR operations, then you should opt for total rewards, payroll, and HR analytics.
Okay. Okay. And how about the fees details and all? Will you send us a brochures for the same for all those courses?
Yeah. We'll you just message your email ID in your chat box, so we'll update you all the fees, and our team will be contact with you for that.
Sure, definitely. Yeah, thank you.
Right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Any other question from the audience? I think everyone has a great day, and they have attended well. And thanks so much for joining us and giving your precious time and investing time and listening us. And if you have any inquiries, I'm just sending you my email ID in the chat box, so you can direct mail me the any inquiry you have. This is the number, and the email ID I have mail you in the chat box. And these are the numbers which are given in the screen below. These here you can contact directly, the WhatsApp number and the normal call. And any time you can have.
Thank you, everyone, and we wish you and your families a good health.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.